For 6 years now, I haven't given up spending New Year's Eve, entering the new year in God's presence. Because I'm surrendering that year I lived to God. I'm surrendering to Him everything He taught me, everything He protected me from, gave me, did for me, for my family, for everyone around me. Because before I started the year with God, the surprises I had were the worst possible. That wasn't for lack of trying to make them good, because I used to wear white. I would see what my need was at the end of the year. It's peace, so I'll wear white. It's love, I'm going to wear red. So I used colors that matched my needs, what I needed at that moment. When I was at the beach, I used to jump over waves that I always hoped the coming year would be a good one. But it was just bad surprises, just bad news, just problems upon problems, health problems, family problems, friendship problems, disappointments, pain after pain, suffering after suffering. So, when that year ended, it didn't end with any gratitude. I would start the new year already overwhelmed, because I had made so many plans for the new year, and wanted to accomplish them with my own strength. So I was ending a not-so-good bad year and starting a new one already overwhelmed and anxious. And I remember one of those situations was when I was pregnant. The new year arrived, I was pregnant, and I had already been experiencing health problems, and because of that, my pregnancy was also high risk. So I remember I was at the beach. It was in that situation that I looked at the sky and saw it full of fireworks, but my life wasn't shining like that, you know? And that coming year was going to be a year that would completely change my life, you know? It was my first daughter's birthday. I was going to learn a lot. I had many good plans until the moment my daughter was born. That birth was a complete turn of bad and worse. I was in labor for 28 hours. She was born prematurely. It was a high-risk pregnancy, and I had heart problems. So, right after she was born, she went to the ICU between life and death, and I had 5 hours of hemorrhaging. And I remember that at that moment, I remember hearing the doctors say, "Oh, there's no way, I don't know what else to do." Right then, I remembered that my brother was praying. I looked at the hospital ceiling, and there I said, "Look, God, you're my brother's God, because I don't even know you. I don't even know if that's how you talk to the Lord, and I don't even know if I can, but I have nothing left to lose. If the Lord gives me this chance, I will serve you for the rest of my life. But if the Lord does not save me, take me with the Lord. And my daughter, take care of her. I leave her to the Lord." After that, I felt such a great peace that I think I fell asleep. Because I only remember waking up afterwards. I remember waking up, the doctor was like this next to my stretcher, and he was saying, "Oh, I can't explain it." And there, 3 days later, I was discharged. So from the moment I was discharged, I fulfilled my promise, my vow to God. I went to church, fulfilled my vow to Him, and He did more than I asked for, because I asked for one or the other. He took care of me, saved me, I fulfilled my vow, He took care of my daughter. Interestingly, what I asked for at the turn of the year, which never happened, and within 15 days it started to happen. Then came the turning point. The New Year's Eve Vigil, I heard about it. I said, "No, I'm going. And I went, I took my family. I took everyone. I said, "This year we're going to stop by church. We're going to give thanks." And we went out. I remember that one of the very important moments of the vigil was when the pastor said that there would be Holy Communion. We were going to partake in communion with God. And at the height of the transition, the pastor said, "It's midnight, the new year begins."
So now, in the name of Jesus, at 1 minute past midnight of the new year, drink from this cup and be blessed.
I felt so protected. It seemed like the world was ending outside. But I was safe. I was in heaven. That's the feeling I had. That I was already there in heaven. That I was in God's lap. After that year, I never gave up again. I had surprises far beyond what I imagined. I couldn't imagine it would be so good, because there I surrendered my first moments to God. So it's impossible otherwise. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I wouldn't trade it for a trip. I wouldn't trade it for any offer you've made me, because there is no price that can pay for it. There is no company better than being in the presence of God, than being grateful and being able to surrender to Him, because He is the author, and that's why I won't give up.